Sonic the Hedgehog. All jokes and memes aside, Sonic is actually one of the most popular video game characters of all time. From the first Sonic game, Sonic the Hedgehog, to the up-and-coming Team Sonic Racing, it's safe to say that Sonic will be around for a while. That's if Sonic Team can actually make some decent fucking games. But we're not here to talk about that today. Ever wondered what it's like to see what the Sonic franchise is like and you want to give it a try, but you just don't know where to start? Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm going to explain every mainline Sonic game, give you a brief description, and tell you my personal thoughts on the game. Although what I might say in this video may seem confusing, just bear with me, okay? I'm just trying to do my best, because I'm a lonely person who just wants more people to talk about Sonic with, okay?
Well, that was lame.
Let's start off with how Sonic came to be. During the 1980s, Nintendo had dominated the video game world, and Sega was all like, yo, these are too powerful. We gotta make our own popular video game character. First, they came up with this guy called Alex Kidd, but Sega didn't think he would compete with Nintendo's Mario yada yada yada. Game developer Yuji Naka made a game that had a focus on speed. He had the programming down, but he just needed the character. That's when Sonic character designer Naoto Oshima, one day he was bored in his office thinking of what character to make, and all of a sudden he just drew this character and he was like, Mitsuketa! And then boom, Sonic was born.
For those who don't know what Sonic is, I will now explain how he is like. Sonic is an anthropomorphic hedgehog born with the ability to run faster than the speed of sound, hence his name, and possesses lightning-fast reflexes to match. As his species implies, Sonic can also roll up into a concussive ball, primarily to attack enemies. Ever since stepping into the battle against iniquity, Sonic has been the champion of peace and is renowned all over the world for saving it countless times. During his many adventures, Sonic has traveled from the ends of the world to the far reaches of space and time, facing countless trials that have tested him to the fullest, earning him many titles, allies and the scorns of several foes. Well known for his legendary cocky attitude, easygoing demeanor and somewhat short temper, yet strong sense of justice, compassion, and love for freedom and adventure, Sonic uses his abilities to protect the innocent from his world and those beyond from the forces of evil, especially his arch-nemesis, Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, this is the real me. Pretty cool, huh?
Now that you know how Sonic was made, let's start off with his first solo game, Sonic the Hedgehog, released in June 23rd, 1991. This game had an emphasis on speed, and featured what Sega called Blast Processing Technology.
Blast Processing Technology? Those are just phony baloney buzzwords to fool the simple-minded.
Blast Processing Technology? Oh, gimme!
Yeah, this game sold really well, with over 10 million copies, and honestly, the game was okay. I mean, it was the first ever Sonic game. They're not gonna get everything right off the bat, but that's besides the point. Fast forward to 1992. We have Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Which was the only classic Sonic game I managed to beat, by the way! Sonic 2 was released in November 21st, 1992. This installment included a new character in the Sonic franchise named Miles Tails per Hour. Like, miles per hour if you don't get that joke. I'm pretty sure you all got that joke. Tails was created specifically for a little sibling to help the older sibling play with and have fun together. This game sold about 13 million copies worldwide, and for good reason too. It improved everything that the first game did wrong. It also introduces stuff like Super Sonic, and everyone's favorite stage from Sonic 2, Chemical Plant. In my opinion, if you want to start anywhere in the Sonic franchise and are not a hardcore Sonic fan, start with Sonic 2. It's easier to play than the first one, it's got some cool levels, and you get Tails. Because Tails is cool. Better fucking like Tails.
Ha! Same as ever, all bark and no bite.
Now, come in 1993. I'm sure you all know what game is coming up next, right? Yep, it's Sonic CD. What? Oh, right. Okay, that's my bad.
If you're strong, you can fly, you can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle. When you use your mind, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, keeps you running faster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, save the planet from disaster. From the dark to the light, it's a supersonic flight. Gotta keep it going. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, keeps you running faster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, save the planet from disaster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, spinning through the world in motion. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom.
So Sonic CD is released, and it's actually a fan favorite game, for good reason too. The opening animation was amazing, and it has wonderful music. I mean, listen to this stuff. Sonic CD also introduces two new characters to the franchise, Metal Sonic and Amy Rose. Sonic CD was the first and only game to have past, present, and future in all their levels. Now, in order to get to the good level, you have to find this machine in the past level and destroy it. Or, I don't know, it was one or several, someone can correct me that in the comments. But once you did, you'll get that good future music, and then you'll get that nice stage, and everything's just all good. Personally, I've never finished Sonic CD, but I like what I played so far. Level design is very confusing at times, but it's an okay game. It's an okay game. (1994) Sonic 3 and Knuckles comes out of the blue. This game introduced a lot of stuff like a new sprite for Sonic, Knuckles the Echidna, Hypersonic, the Master Emerald, yada yada yada. But this game is considered to be the best Sonic game of all time, most likely because it has the most amount of levels in any Sonic game. The music was still really good, and trying to 100% it was no walk in the park, unlike Sonic's 1 and 2. Me personally, I've never got past Marble Garden Zone, so don't at me, yo. So skipping over some spin-offs and a couple cartoons, we are now in 1998, and this is where everything changes. Sonic Adventure is released on the Dreamcast in 1998, and boy, was this game crazy. First, the story of Sonic Adventure starts off with a water monster called Chaos. He gets trained by Eggman, and every time he gets fed a Chaos Emerald, he gets stronger. Then he betrays Eggman, gets super, a whole city is flooded, Sonic saves the day, blah blah blah. But this game introduces a lot of things into the franchise, such as 2 new characters, E102 Gamma and Big the Cat, and of course the child. Oh my god, this is It's also Sonic's first speaking role in a game, which makes up for some very cheesy lines and bad dialogue, but damn it, it's great. I mean, here are some examples.
No way! I can't believe this!
Come on, you big drip. Where you going? Oh, yeah! This is happening.
All's well that ends well, right?
Oh no!
It also gave us the musical god Jun Senoue, who actually has a band called Crush 40, and his band made some songs for the Sonic franchise, Sonic Adventure included. Sonic Adventure's gameplay is more open world-like because of the realistic environments they use for the game. It also features multiple playable characters, so that's something, I guess. I don't know, I never really finished Sonic Adventure, but from what I've played, it's something that I will play once in a while, so there's that. Alright, so the next game on the list comes out in 2001, and oh god. This game. Let me tell you about Sonic Adventure 2. This is the sequel to Sonic Adventure. It features some gameplay styles from the Sonic Adventure 1, but in 2, it has a hero story and a dark story to it. Here we get introduced to 2 new characters, Shadow the Hedgehog and Rouge the Bat, 2 fan favorites in the series. Both of them are working with Eggman for the destruction of the Earth. And in this game, Shadow is having some memory issues and all that, but don't expect me to touch on that in this video, because I don't even know the story whole myself. Fun fact, this game came around the time I was born, so this is where I'll start to have more opinions from the current Sonic games here on out. As far as Sonic Adventure 2, it's a pretty good game. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's still great. I mean, the story's kinda crazy and all that, but it's still good down to its core gameplay. Fast forwarding to 2003, and Sega released Yep, Sonic Heroes was the first multi-platform game to come out on the GameCube, Xbox One, what the f***? GameCube, Xbox, PlayStation 2, and even PC. This game had a team-based style of gameplay, having 3 characters on a team, 1 speed, 1 flight, and 1 power. Use their powers for each part of the stage to complete the course. This was also my very first Sonic game I ever played, but since I was a baby and barely remember what the game had to offer, I decided to get an emulator for it, and you know what? The game was actually very fun. The controls may be very slippery at times, but once you get used to it, there's a lot of fun to be had with this game. It's a pretty good game. Now let's talk about Sonic Rush for a bit. Sonic Rush is a game released in 2005 for the Nintendo DS. It's a new style of 2D Sonic gameplay. It's the first time they show off Blaze the Cat, and I've actually played Sonic Rush, and that game, top notch, 10 out of 10. Oh, so good. I mean, it may be a spin-off game, but you know, it's still a fun game, and I have to mention it for this next game on the list. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a dark turn on the next game on the list. Please roll the next video. No, not that one. The other one. Sonic the Hedgehog. 2006. Would you think I wasn't going to talk about this game? Now, this game was supposed to represent Sonic's 15th anniversary, but this game is a big cluster of bad stuff. But there are some people who like the game, which I can respect. I'm not going to judge you on it, but this game was a very low for Sega because of its bad ratings. I'm not going to touch on the story because there's way too much to talk about, but if you really want to see what Sonic 06 is like, you can watch a review on it on YouTube. I never played the game, personally, but I grew up on the Wii, and I never had a PS3 or Xbox, so yeah. Next game.
Now wait just a second, you dumb idiot. You forgot to mention that this game introduced us to the second best character in the whole Sonic franchise, Silver the Hedgehog, and that despite this game's flaws, it's got one of the most kick-ass soundtracks in the whole franchise. And you also forgot about this. Apologies viewers, but he forgot to mention such important things when writing the script. Forgive his sorry ass. Also a quick note, if you do enjoy playing Sonic 06, I respect your opinion. If it's a game you enjoy playing, and it makes you happy, then keep being yourself. At the end of the day we're all Sonic fans, am I right? Anyway, on to the next Sonic game. Smile.
2007 rolls around at the speed of sound when Sonic's first game on the Wii comes out, called Sonic and the Secret Rings. This game has Sonic traveling back to the stories of the Arabian Nights. Along the way he meets this girl called Shara, who has a crush on this guy. God damn, he looks badass. And his voice fits the way he looks too, especially in this part of the game. Look at Sonic's face. Just take that in real quick. This also introduced a thing called 7 World Rings, which are basically those stories' Chaos Emeralds. In the end, Sonic doesn't use all 7, but he only uses 4, and turns into this thing called, Dark Spine Sonic.
We've got to stop him! Shara! Please! Let me your power!
Moving on to the gameplay of this game, I'm gonna be honest, it's kinda bad. Because you don't have full control over Sonic, he just auto runs. But you know, I like this game, I think it has some good music, the story is also really good. And you know what, I like this game, so if you have a Wii, just get Sonic and the Secret Rings. I think it's a pretty fun game, but I can't speak for everyone, so yeah. Alright, now that that's out of the way, what's on next on the list? Okay, 2007 Sonic Secret, 2008. Sonic Unleashed is my favorite game of all time, and let me tell you. Sorry, I really like this game. So basically, Sonic's fighting Eggman, goes Super Saiyan, Eggman catches Super Sonic and gets flown back to Earth. That's how the story starts.
You dumbass, you forgot to say that Eggman put the planet into pieces. Moving on.
Also, he has this werewolf version of himself now. I'm not kidding. This game's story is a lot to process, but it's probably the best Sonic story in the past 10 years. Now moving on to the gameplay, okay, first I'm going to show you what it looks like normally.
Here we go!
And now let's look at a speedrun version of this.
We can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Push me on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give something to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united.
see how fast that is? That's a lot of speed. You can also play as the werewolf Sonic himself, which is called Sonic the Werehog. His style is slow, platforming based, and has some really long levels. This was created to balance out the high speed action of the daytime levels and to take it slow and steady. You know what? Just have fun, just playing the levels and listening to that nice music. But it's really hard to listen to the music because every time you fight an enemy, this music pops up. It happens every single time, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there is much more I could say about this game, but I don't want this video to be like an hour long. So, apart from that, I personally love this game to death. You can get it on the PS2, Wii, Xbox 360, PS3. Sadly not on PC. What are you waiting for, Sonic Team? Moving on, I can see past these game flaws. I know why a lot of people don't like it, but you know what? I love it. A lot of people who I know like it too, so, yeah. Next is 2008, okay, 2009. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. 2010, okay, we're cool. ...2010 comes around and Sonic Colors is released to the world. This game was supposed to focus on what half of Sonic Unleashed was and make it into a fresh new game. It was lighthearted, not too story-driven, and you know, just some good old fun. But the story is kind of cringy at times, though. So basically how it starts out is that Sonic and Tails walk into Dr. Eggman's interstellar amusement park, where all the attractions are entire planets themselves. Along the way, Sonic encounters these things called Wisps, which are aliens from planet Wisp, who are being abused by Eggman for these things called Hyper-Go-On power. I don't know, that's what they said. This game is cheesed up the ass. I mean, just listen to some of these clips.
Hey, Tails, you missed the BBBE.
Huh?
Best boss beating ever.
It seems an evil man, and you might know him, who they call Baldy Nose Hair.
Baldy nose hair. That's the best thing I've heard all day. I feel the ground shaking under my feet and see plumes of dust rising and rubble tumbling and aliens running for their lives. Yeah, I get a bad feeling. So, how about you and me make like Eggman's hairline and recede?
You done fucked it up.
Yeah, not the best when it comes to writing, but this is during the time Sonic got a new voice actor called Roger Craig Smith, and he sucks in this game. I mean, Roger's not a bad actor, it's probably because Colors made it a lot worse. Aside from that, Sonic Colors' gameplay is actually heavily inspired by the daytime levels in Sonic Unleashed. Although the stages are much shorter, it's probably because it's on the Wii, but who cares? I'm gonna be honest, this game is actually pretty fun to play. This might be one of the best Sonic games in the past 10 years, but there's been some recent backlash on it saying that it's overrated, but to be honest, I can see why. The writing isn't the best, the gameplay is mostly 2D, it's much more platform-based, and after since Sonic Unleashed was seen as a colossal failure to critics, which I don't understand. This game's not perfect, but it's definitely better than this thing. I mean, like, what the f***? Anyway, Sonic Colors is a B at best, and it was praised when it first came out, but now it seems like it's an okay game, which is totally fine. I mean, calling it a bad game is a crime against God himself, but whatever. Next game, please. The year is now 2011, and Sonic has now been around for 20 years. Also with this, Sonic came out with a new game called Sonic Generations to celebrate the 20th anniversary. It came out on the Xbox 360, PS3, Nintendo 3DS, and PC. This game is honestly amazing. The story is very rushed, but let me explain how it starts. So basically, the story of this game is Sonic is having a party, some demon snatches his friends away, and he has to go through the levels of his past to rescue them. Cool? This game's story honestly sucks d***. It honestly feels rushed to me, but the game makes up for it for its incredible amount of fan service, from its levels, the music, the art style. It's got it all, dude. This is also the first time they show off classic Sonic, modern Sonic's younger self from another dimension, sent to him by the Phantom Ruby after sucking Tails' d***. Yeah, it's not really sure where this guy came from, but he's here, I guess. This game's gameplay consists of two gameplay styles. Modern Sonic, 3D boosting high-speed action! Like Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors, and Classic Sonic, which is inspired by Sonic's 1, 2, and 3. The levels you go through are throughout all the fan favorites from Sonic games, like Green Hill from Sonic 1, Chemical Plant from Sonic 2, Sky Sanctuary from Sonic & Knuckles, Speed Highway from Sonic Adventure, City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2, Seaside Hill Heroes, Crisis City Sonic 06, Rooftop Run Sonic Unleashed, and Planet Whip Sonic Colors. This game is loved by both fans and critics, and even me. I love Generations. It's a close second to Unleashed for me, as far as a modern Sonic game. As for Classic... yeah...
'Aw, I gotta try that again!
...2013 Sonic Lost World. Jeez, we're almost done with this video. In this game, we get introduced to 6 irrelevant characters called the Deadly Six. How the story starts is Sonic and Tails are chasing Eggman because Eggman stole some critters, and they discover this place called the Lost Hex. This gameplay is not like Sonic Colors and Generations. Sonic has a run button, like, what the f***? He has some parkour moves that are actually pretty badass, and he no longer has his boost, but his spin dash again. Yup. This game is not bad, but it's not good either. It's like one of those games that you play once and then you never play again. So in my opinion, Sonic Lost World is just there. That's all I really have to say. 2017 Sonic Mania. This game harkens back to the good old Genesis days and features classic Sonic after Sonic Generations. In this game, the story starts out with Sonic and Tails heading to Angel Island because of some weird energy they want to investigate. The Eggman beats him to it and finds this thing called the Phantom Ruby. And then they're in Green Hill. This game was supposed to be an anniversary game for Sonic, celebrating 25 years, although it came out last year in 2017. This game has mostly old stages from Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Stardust Speedway, Royal Ocean, and some others I can't think of right now. This is the first classic Sonic game not to be developed by Sonic Team, but rather by a fan called Christian Whitehead and his team of Sonic fans. And this game is almost exactly 100% like the original games. There's so much fan service in this game and I love it. Anybody who only likes the classic Sonic games will love this game to death. Hell, some people think it's better than Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is the best classic Sonic games in terms of content. Yeah, it's amazing. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. The last game. On November 7th, 2017, Sega has released Sonic Forces. After a 4-year-long hiatus from Sonic Team, they're back with a new entry in the modern Sonic storyline. This game starts out with Eggman talking about how much he hates Sonic and talk about his new weapon, which is a character called Infinite, who possesses the power of the Phantom Ruby. After watching Eggman and Infinite for a little bit, we're back in Green Hill. Again. In this game, there is a new character called the Avatar, which fans can make into whatever they want. This game also brings back the boost formula because fans wanted it to return since Sonic Lost Worlds. Also in this game, there are 2 fighting teams in Sonic's world. Team Sonic, which consists of Modern Sonic, Classic, and the Avatar, and Team Eggman, which consists of Infinite and his clones of Zavok from Sonic Lost World, Metal Sonic from CD, Shadow from Sonic Adventure 2, and Chaos from Sonic Adventure. This game is extremely disappointing. Like, it's not a bad game, but it's not a good game at the same time. Again, it's like another mediocre game in the series. Modern Sonic controls like ass, Classic Sonic needs to stay his ass in Sonic Mania, and the Avatar, it's a cool idea, but I could really care less about it. Now, if you really want to see what this game is like, you can get it on the PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Sonic Mania is also out on 4, so if you want to try that, go for that instead. It's cheaper, so I don't know, it's up to you, I guess. Oh boy, that's all the games that's been released so far in this video. Going back to what I said earlier, Sonic isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, we just came out with Sonic Mania Plus that came out like a month ago once this video was released, and the animated series earlier this year called Sonic Mania Adventures, and Team Sonic Racing that's coming out in a couple months from now. And there's even a Sonic movie coming out next year, 2019. Now I must emphasize something. Sonic isn't for everyone. He's been getting a lot of shit recently that he honestly doesn't deserve. Well, for the most part. Sonic is a very iconic character that has impacted so many lives all over the world. Everybody has different tastes in the Sonic franchise. Some people like some games, some people like cartoons, some people like classic more, some people like Sonic Boom more. But as a community, we all share one thing in common, and is that we all love the Sonic the Hedgehog series. And even though we all might have some differences, like I said in Sonic 06, at the end of the day, we're all Sonic fans. Am I right? Look, who knows what's gonna happen to Sonic for these next couple of years, but me personally, Sonic will always be my favorite franchise of all time. He's been such a huge part of my life, and even though I haven't gone through much in my life, one thing I can say is that I can't even imagine myself if Sonic never existed. And in conclusion, this has been JPL, and I will see you all in the next video.
beautiful!
Oh, you're still here after the credits? Well, I just want to say thank you all for watching this video. It honestly means a lot to me. This video took me like a good 2 months to complete. And after so much editing, so much hours went into this, but you know what? I hope you all enjoyed it because I really wanted to make this. I thought about it from like May of 2018, and now I'm here completing it in like August. I don't know, I just wanted to do this video because, you know, I really like Sonic, so that's something, I guess, maybe? If you want to see more of me, see what kind of idiot I am, I have a Twitter, at JoshuaSonic2. Yeah, it's a cringy tag, I need to change that, honestly. And I have an Instagram, which is up on the title right now, so if you want to follow me on those, go ahead. I'll leave a link in the description if you want. Other than that, yeah, really, thanks for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I had fun making it, so I don't know. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye. Have a great day, night, afternoon, week, whatever. Just take care of yourselves. Goodbye.